Ain't got to worry about getting ready. Come on with it.
Today I'm here with Mahogany Burns from Dynasty Financial Services. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you today? Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for taking the opportunity and time out your busy schedule to go ahead and schedule with me today. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, so I'm glad we can finally get you in here. We've been trying to do it for a minute. Our schedule's finally lined up.
Yes.
All right. So tell us a little about yourself. What kind of financial services do you provide, and how are these beneficial?
Okay. So, my name is Mahogany Burns. I've been in the financial industry for a little over 2 years now. I started off doing term life insurance just because I wanted to, take the chance and help others, save lives, do my part as far as the community goes. So I started off with term life insurance, but then I knew that there was more out there. They say invest in term and invest the rest. And typically, term insurance is cheaper. However, who's willing to invest money that they don't have to invest? So I kind of pushed that off to the side and then went back into the workforce industry. And then I was introduced to another company that offered broader services. So now I can offer whole life. I can offer term. I can offer final expense as well as IUL. IUL is my niche. The reason why it's my niche because it's more beneficial to those who really don't know about it. So I also offer annuities, and then we do have some members in the group that does offer health as well. So that's the broader areas that we do offer those services.
So you pretty much skilled in every financial lane?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And you was doing this to play your part in the community. Mm-hmm. How important is life insurance to the Black community? And how can we benefit from that?
Oh my God. So just knowing the benefits of having life insurance, I feel like not only will life insurance help leave generational legacies and generational wealth, in our community, we think of life insurance as a death trap. However, for me, I think of it as leaving generational wealth. We run from things that we are not knowledgeable about. So we think life insurance as, oh, I'm gonna die, or oh, if I get life insurance, I'm gonna die. But to be honest, if our communities had life insurance the way that I feel that they need to have life insurance, not only can we leave generational wealth, but we can actually live off of our life insurance policies. So that's the term life insurance. So that's why I do offer and educate more on IULs, which is an index universal life policy, which compounds. So not only are you paying into your premium, but your premium is growing. So you are able to use the premiums as living benefits. Not only does it offer a living benefit, it offers income protection. So in the event that you catch cancer, have a heart attack, catch a stroke, lose 2 or more of your body limbs, anything that impacts you from working, you're able to benefit from your policy while you're still alive. And not only that, you asked me how it helps our Black communities. Not only our Black communities, but I want to speak more on that because it will impact our communities more, because I feel like if everyone had life insurance on them and their family, then the crime rates will be low, because these insurance companies, they don't want to pay out all this money. So if we have high policies, we'll have low rate of death, because we'll have more patrolling. We'll have more finances in the community. So if Lil Ting Ting get killed today and he don't have life insurance, no one cares. But if Lil Ting Ting get murdered, if he have $1 million policy, that's $1 million into the community. They don't want to see our communities thrive. So that's why they hide a lot of things from us when it comes to the benefits of having these different type of policies.
I like that. How do you feel about the mentality, I don't need life insurance, I'm not going to leave my kids anything?
Oh my gosh. You just don't understand the conversations I have with individuals. That is the poorest scarcity mindset I've ever heard. It's so saddening, because you can brag on your child when they're rocking the new J's. You can brag on your child about graduating from high school. You can brag on your child about these things that really don't make sense, but you don't really love your child enough to leave generational wealth or to have life insurance. So the only thing that we have behind when we die is a piece of furniture, a piece of cloth. But just knowing, and not only just, if we start to educate our children on the benefits of finances, assets, leaving those different outlets of different incomes, if just like the Rockefellers, they live off life insurance policies. They have it built up to where if they're needing to build a business, they have to come together as a family and decide, okay, yes, that's a good investment for the family, so let's go ahead and do it. Now go into this policy, this living benefit policy, and go ahead and start this business. So that's the poorest mindset. We have to get out of that mindset. We're struggling, and we are struggling, and that's why I have this hat on, my shirt, because it's all about one person and family at a time. Not only that, it really is great for business owners as well. So if you have a business, there comes that key employee benefit behind what I offer. So if you have a business and your business partner dies, now you're not stuck with all the liabilities of the business, because the key employee will benefit from, the death of the owner or, the business partner. So it wouldn't be that much financial burden on just that one person if you are partnered with a business owner.
Okay. How important is financial literacy, and do you think this should be taught in schools?
Absolutely. It's so important, to the point of they don't want our children to know about financial literacy. We teach how to go to school, get an education, and work, go to college, work. But they don't teach us how to build businesses. They don't teach us how to, be entrepreneurs. The only thing that we're learned is go to work for others. So the importance of, having the financial literacy part of everything. We need to learn how to be more impactful to our children. And not only that, you wouldn't believe that I've tried to go speak with the school. They told me that what I was trying to teach would not be beneficial. And don't mind you, I was not trying to educate elementary children. I'm trying to educate young adult youth who's trying to go back to school, get their GED and get a trade. But when I wanted to speak for the school, they told me that it would not be beneficial for the students, the youth, to learn what I had to offer, because they want to keep us in that scarcity mindset again.
Okay. Do you feel the wealthy have a whole different mindset when it comes to money?
Oh, absolutely. The wealthy don't look at money. They don't look at the green dollars. They don't chase dollars. What they look at is getting assets is the number one thing. Yeah, so they look at money in a total different light, and that's why it grow for them. You know, they don't offer us IUL policies. The only thing that we've really ever heard of is whole life and term life. Usually whole life is way too expensive for us to afford, and term expires. So they're not really paying benefits on term insurance, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to expire before you're able to use it.
Okay, so what would you say the main differences between the wealthy mindset and the poor mindset?
You know, lately I have been, trying to engage more with the wealth creators, the wealth builders. Wealthy people love to share knowledge. The poor mindset, they love to keep knowledge to themselves, and they don't want to share. They don't want to share. We feel like I'm an individual, so I'm going to do it on my own. The wealthy feel like, and they do, the more people that you can pour into, the more they are able to build. And that is the truth.
So I heard you say that the wealthy love assets. Mm-hmm. So could you tell me the difference between an asset and a liability? Absolutely.
An asset is anything that's able to generate you money over a period of time. A liability is a car. A liability are shoes. A liability are things that don't have a value to them. Anything that depreciates when it leaves, then it's an asset. Even buying a home and getting a 30-year mortgage is a liability, because you'll never really finish paying that home off unless you have that proper financial structure set up to purchase that home the correct way. So that's a liability. It's not even an asset. If you're not owning it outright, it's a liability as well.
Okay, so what would you suggest for someone who wants to get insurance but is on a low income?
What I would suggest, so having insurance, the younger you are, the cheaper the premiums are. However, if you just cannot afford to have life insurance, what I will say is do not be insured. Start off with a term policy, and then maybe in the future start off with a term policy with living benefits. That way, if anything was to happen in the event that you can't work, you'll still have the advantage of having that income protection. So I would say start off with a term policy, and then, in a couple of years, we can revisit and get you something more structured with a permanent premium.
How do you feel that wealth and your lifestyle connect, and the way you live, your well-being connect to your wealth?
So people always say that money isn't important. But if money was not important, why do you get up every day and go to work? Why do you get up every day and fight traffic to go work for someone else? Why do you go to a job every day that you hate? Why do you do those things so that you can have wealth? But guess what? You'll never have wealth working for a company. You will never have wealth working for a company. So if you have to take yourself and become an entrepreneur, just make sure that your business is structured properly. That way your money will grow. And I'm going to also say, don't chase money, because money is just a part of the tree. Wealth comes to those who really, truly wants it. So you don't have to chase wealth. Wealth starts here. Wealth starts in the mind. But faith without work is dead. I really appreciate you, Burns, for having me today. I really enjoyed the questions, And again, if you all need any information, you can call me personally. My phone number is area code 314-201-2104. I'm on Facebook, mahogany.cody at facebook.com. My email address is understandingyourinvestments@gmail.com, and that's understanding your investments with an S at the end at gmail.com. So my closing here today is, don't be stuck in ignorance. Don't use ignorance for a negative word. God was speaking ignorance in my sleep on Sunday. Then when I woke up, ignorance came up again. Then he had me to write down the word ignorance. When I was writing the word down, I was like, okay, God, what you want me to do? He wanted me to put it together. So when I was putting it together, he was giving me the words. Ignorance, ignoring God now on repentance and not creating energy. He had me to look up energy, the ability to do the work. So that's a good take on that scarcity mindset, because we are all created in the image and in the likeness of God. He wants his people to live in abundance. Okay? So contact me anytime you need me. I'm here.